Hello and welcome to the world beyond. And myself, the Cornish medium. So as you can see, I'm just clicking, making sure everything is alright, but I've got the social up, so we should be alright with that. We got a nice little the world beyond psychic show. Happy Easter. So hopefully everybody can hear us. So you should be able to hear us. Claude says no audio, but we should be right now. Fingers crossed. I'm just checking everything. So it's just myself. Sue will be joining us in a minute or two. She has just now got back in, so she's just getting herself ready to join us later. Yeah, all should be all working. I can hear. Cool. So yeah, everything's ready and rocking and rolling. So you may think, why have I got this weird Happy Easter thing up? Then hopefully it'll work in a minute, because I've been playing. So hopefully everybody's had a lovely day. There we go. It caught us a bit by surprise because obviously here in the UK we've lost an hour from last week. So of course I was happily here about 6:30 thinking, God, it's really light, I've got plenty of time, and then suddenly it's 20 to 7 and it's showtime. So hello Anne, good evening to you all. So we've got a couple of new faces, a couple of new names, which is brilliant. So yeah, so hopefully everyone's had a wonderful time. So it will be Sue and myself in a minute or two. So and if anybody else, like I say, it's a reading show, wants to join us, not a problem. So hopefully everybody's had a really good week, because the sun has been out. So we've had like a happy start to the spring. So we shall go from there. I've had a lovely conversation with my dear wife all afternoon about the Bible and about the Nazarene, because obviously being Easter, being clairvoyant, being a medium, today's better than Christmas, because obviously somebody 2,000 years ago proved that life is everlasting and eternal. So if we can all do that when we die, come back in 4 days' time and tell everybody that we're all right, brilliant. But then there'll be no need for mediums then, would there? So no, that's no good at all. Right, Anne. Anne shall as well. So we'll start with Anne. Hello, Anne. No tea. Claude's not having tea tonight. Oh no. Did you have a large lunch? That's the problem. Hi, Elisa. But yeah, I'm feeling better. It was just obviously the COVID vaccine, and you don't know, some people have had it, not a problem. I mean, I wasn't bad at all, just no energy. It was just one of those things. I was very surprised in how much it did knock me off my feet for 24 hours. But luckily, it was only 24 hours and I'm well now. But thank you for asking. All right, brilliant. So Anne, what can we do for you this evening? Oh. Oh, and everybody go, oh, I like it when it says, oh, okay, thank you. No, okay, so Anne, I don't know if April would mean anything to you, but I want to talk about it now, like it's Easter weekend. The 3rd, it's like somebody went to the world of spirit on the 3rd. I want to talk about the 3rd of April. So if anybody can understand the 3rd of April, but to me it's an anniversary, but it's somebody's passing. I believe it's somebody's passing. There's a lady in the world of spirit, so I don't know if it is Anne that's coming through. And good morning, Wendy from Down Under. And hopefully we'll be doing some work in Australia soon. We're gaining some quite good links in Australia. An anniversary with Mum. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Well, do you want to come on, Anne, and have a chat with me? Because you've been on before, so we should be able to just click your name and get you on, if you would like. So we'll see if we can get Anne on a minute. So I'm just giving you a voice call, Anne, so you don't have to. But I know you wanted to come on last week, so we'll see if we can get you on this week or now. Hello, Anne.
Hello.
Oh, hello, sweetheart. Thank you. So you can understand the April the 3rd, yeah?
Passing of my mum. 29
yeah,
years.
that's all right. No, because she's here. Thank you. Sorry, I know. Sorry, I just had to, because that's why I was probably ifing and amming and not doing your cards instantly. Because I was like, okay, she's very polite, I must admit.
Yes.
She did wait her turn, if you know what I mean. She was like just behind me and just tapped me on my shoulder, and it's like, Des, once you stopped waffling, and if you've got time, could I talk to my daughter, please? Anyway, happy Easter from her. She's loving it now. Thank you. She's really smiling. Sorry. She's got a full face. Thank you. I know. Okay. Thank you. You. All right. I know Easter. We all make lots of plans and stuff because that's what we're supposed to do in Easter. But yes, thank you. All right. Divine timing she's sending out as well. Thank you. This is really the start of your year to come, it seems. If you can understand that, because to me it's just like divine timing and everything's coming into one place at this point. So all the thoughts that you've been sending out will now be answered.
Okay.
I know. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, no, she's just talking about you praying. I can just see you. So when I say pray, I mean I don't mean, but I know. Thank you. It's like oh, thank you. Someone else has just gone into the world of spirit. Would you understand that?
A friend last year.
Pun? I only say because she's been joined by this lady. There's a lady that's with her. Hello, thank you.
Could be my mum's sister. They was always together.
Yeah, and I don't know why I want to talk about Beryl, but there's a B, there's a B, there's a B sound that's coming up from then. And I only say Beryl because it's not an old name, but to me it's a B. So once again, I don't know if it's related to her or not to your mum, but to her sister that's now come in. I know, thank you. All right,
could be my Auntie Betty.
Right. Pun, sorry?
It could be Betty.
Betty, thank you. If you can understand, that's all right. But I have got to thank you for looking after her sister. Okay, because there's thanks to come there. I mean, thank you. I don't. Well, yeah. Okay, thank you. Right. Because I wonder. Yeah. Did you sort out her sister's funeral then?
No, I didn't, but I do put flowers on the grave.
Okay, oh right, thank you. Right, I understand, thank you. Yeah, because to me it's just she's just so pleased that you also remember her.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of those, thank you, I know, one of those things, thank you. All right. Oh. Did you win some money the other day? Because her exact words was, it's like you didn't win the lottery, but to me I either got two or it's like I know you get three numbers and for a tenner now.
Yeah.
But
yes, I did.
But somebody thought that they was going to win and they didn't. Thank you. Yeah, it was like 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 4, 5. I've only got a tenner. Thank you. But never know. Yeah. Your day may come. Well, I won't say it may come soon. That's me and not her. Because then if it doesn't, you'll blame me in 12 months' time and say, Des, I didn't win the lottery. All right, but she just thinks it's so sweet. It's just like, oh yeah, she's got her hopes up and spent all the money and then didn't have it. I know. Thank you. I know, thank you. Thank you. The person in your family that's got a bad cough needs to look after it. So I don't know if it's your brother she's talking about, but there's somebody there with it. And sorry, and I'm not one to say because at the moment I've got a bad cough. And the wife goes, get a COVID test. I'm like, it's not COVID, it's because I smoke. But she's just making me aware of that, and she's just like, oh, I wish he gets it sorted. All right, because I know that this person wouldn't go and see the doctor, wouldn't. But she's just a bit concerned. that this person
Okay.
is thinking it will go away by its own, but it won't. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Because I don't know if her father had the lung cancer, but there's because she's telling me it runs in the family.
I
Um,
didn't know my mum's dad. He died before I was born. So
okay.
I'm
But
not sure on that.
okay, because there's somebody else there with a bad chest, and that's like emphysema or cancer. So I know that somebody
Okay.
would have already had it. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's
Okay.
not but if you can understand who it is that's up there with the bad chest, they're coming in as well.
Okay.
Excuse me for coughing down the mic. Okay, thank you.
It's okay.
I know. Right, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just smiling because I'm just sending thoughts up again. Is there anyone? She's like, no, I'm just so pleased to be here and talking to you. And she's just one of those lovely souls that she'll be here all evening now, but would just type of pull up a chair within the circle, but be happy just to listen.
Yes. Yes.
She's like, no, I'm just happy here, Des. And I'm like, have you got any? And she's like, no, I'm just really happy to be connected, and to obviously link in with you this evening. There's
Yeah.
a big 7. I keep writing 7 on my pad. There's a 7 connection. So once again, I know it's a theoretical big number, but there's a 7. So, but to me, I don't know if it's a number 7 where she used to live, but to me, I would put that in with the house. So I don't know if it's you at number 7 or her, but there's a 7 connection.
It's my son's birthday on the 7th of April.
Oh, well, sorry, I'll forget about the bloody house number then, love. Sorry. I would think it's more important for your son's birthday to be remembered.
Yeah.
Okay, well, happy birthday for him from his gran.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. No, sorry, I don't know. Well, he's doing so well, Des. He's doing so well. She's really proud of him.
He is. Yeah.
Because it's just I don't know what, she's not telling me what age, but it's like he could have gone off the rails, but he's come back now.
Yeah, he is. I didn't think he would do so good as he was growing up, but he's done brilliant. Yes.
Yeah, he's turned, and he'll look after you as well. He'll look after you, and it's like, thank you. And you've got a picture of the 3 of you, because she wants to bring in a picture of him being a baby. I only say him, but there's a picture of 3 of you. So I don't know if it's obviously of your son, but it's you, your mum,
yeah,
and a baby.
It could be my older son, because he almost lived with my mum growing up.
But it would be, I want to say, it's like I can see it. I can see it around the house. Anyway, thank you. So if it's your older son now, just think, all right, cool. Because once again, she wouldn't say good evening or happy birthday to one without the other, because she did think the world of them both. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, she did.
I know. Well, thank you. She's like, I still do. Thank you. And okay, thank you. One of them. Sorry. It's I want to tell one of them to keep trying, because it will sort itself out. So I don't know if one's looking for another baby, or one's, but that's the one. That's where I want to go with that one.
Oh,
and we're going to go. One's only 16 and 17, but but I know that they're not. But yeah, but that's what. Yeah, no, sorry. I just want one of them to keep trying. All right, so if you can understand that with something in their life, what have you, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
It's like practice makes perfect, and that may be the granddad coming in.
Don't want no more grandchildren, Des.
Pun?
Got enough grandchildren.
Well, I know. Sorry, no, I don't know that, but I'm the same. When my kids phone me up, I'm like, I've got 12. That's totally fine. We don't want any more.
Yeah. No.
But as I said, he should keep trying. It's funny. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I do want to blow a kiss back to you a minute. I blow a kiss, and all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And as well, she saw it as well. Well, no, because I'm just saying about flowers and stuff. And it's lovely because when you told me you go down to the grave, but it's lovely because it's not just roses.
No.
It's just, I won't say whatever is at hand, but it's colourful. Because
yes, I always make sure, yeah.
Because the garden up there, because I'm like, she's got every bloody flower under the sun up there. So hopefully, well, I won't say when you get up there, but when you get up there, you'll be able to have a look. But yeah, because sometimes, well, it happened the other day where a colleague of ours, basically, she gives a rose to her guide every year, and then he comes back and said, when you come up, love, you should see the garden. It's full of roses. Every one that you gave me, I collected.
Right. Okay.
And your mum has done the same. But so in her garden, it's all the colours of the rainbow.
Yeah, she always liked colourful flowers.
Yeah. So she's just pleased, but keep putting them down, and they'll keep collecting them.
Okay, I will do.
Brilliant. Well, Sue's here in it. I will say hello to her and welcome her onto the show. But thank you for coming on, Anne.
Thank you very much, Des. It's really thank you.
And bringing your mum in, but she'll be here all evening now. She's a sweetheart.
She will. Yeah, she's just happy to listen to what's going on.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Have you got a brother up there as well?
No.
Okay,
my mum has.
All right.
My mum has, but I haven't.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, okay. Thank you, Mother. All right. He's a cheerful chap.
I never met him, but he's the next one, but one over from my mum, where my mum is buried, and I do his grave as well.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you for the flowers. See, we talked about the flowers and all the flowers, also all the graves that you put on the flowers. All right. You haven't got 10 graves down there, have you?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I do about 6 pots on them, and then my. All
right. I'm mainly being sarcastic, love, because I was thinking if you do 10 graves, I got 10 people upstairs wanting to come through to thank you for your flowers. All right, but 6 is all right. So we got the brother, we got the sister, we got a mum. Dear me. Oh, the
Mum
one with the head as well.
Family.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. The one with the sword. I mean, sorry. Now I say it as a joke. They're all coming through. Anyway, thank you. Right, I would love you. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I can see Sue laughing in the corner because she's like, "You've got yourself in a hole now, Des." It's like they're all going to come in. Okay, but
sorry.
No, that's not a problem. We will love you and leave you. I'll give you all their love to you, and hopefully the head pain will be with somebody else. All right.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
But thank you for coming on anyway. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Bye, Anne.
Bye.
Bye. Well, thank you for Anne there for coming. There we go, Sue. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sweetheart. You?
Yes, very well. That was it. Sorry, Anne put her hand up for a card, and I was like, "Oh, what does April the 3rd mean?" And that was a mother's passing. So I was like, "I'll forget about the cards." So thank you for Sue's covered to because obviously Lee's doing family things at the moment, being Easter. But I was just saying, Sue, for the whole afternoon, myself and Anna May had a real big debate about the Bible and the Nazarene, because obviously my big thing is it's for what I believe and what I'm into, it's better than Christmas. You know, is the resurrection. And she's like, but you can't prove that. And I'm like, I know, but at least some of the disciples decided 2,000 years ago that it'd be interesting to put into a book. So hopefully we can prove it tonight. And hopefully I did with Anne and a lovely family that came through. So once again, if any, Shell was interested earlier, but I know Sue has been talking to Megan. So Megan, if for the people who obviously first there is Sue's guide, which is brilliant. Oh.
Good old Meg.
Less of the old.
She's being a bit quiet at the minute. I don't know why, but she is.
That's right.
Yeah, she started laughing when I said that. She is old. She's what?
Yeah, 200.
400 years older than I know. Oh, how many years before that? God only knows.
Yeah. So,
time
once again,
itself, she just said. Alright, okay. Fine. Right, now then. Do we have a Stuart online anywhere? Or is there a connection with a Stuart on the earth?
right, so I'll let everybody look at that in a minute. But Stuart if there's Stuart on the Earth plane, has anybody got any connections? I will just look on here a minute. Stuart on the Earth plane. So Stuart on the. Okay. Right, and when we talk about Stuart on the Earth plane, it would be. Okay, it's good. Yeah, as in I think it's a connection again. So it's like somebody's got a friend called Stuart. Sorry, it's one of those. I want to say a friend.
There's a connection with North Wales as well.
Okay, so Sue has a North Wales and a Stuart. No. Sorry, Sue. Claude has. Thank you, Claude, for that. She goes, we do have a Stuart on the Facebook group, but we don't know if he's on right now.
Yeah.
So Stuart, are you listening? If so, okay. Carry on a minute. Adele, have you got any connections then with North Wales? Because she knows a Stuart on this side of life. So if it's the North Wales bit as well. If we can get that for Sue, then we can get you on. Because you did say, Adele, is there a connection with North Wales? And if not, right. What we'll do is we'll get Shell on, because she wanted a card, and what we always say that me and Sue is well, we're great believers of voice. So like Anne, I mean, she came on for a card, but her mum popped in to say hello. So what we'll do is get you on a minute, Shell, because you've been on before, as in it shouldn't take me 5 minutes to find your name. Which it always does, and we can get the voice. We get you on having a chat, see what you've done over the weekend, and build the energy back up and see who comes in a minute. Not sure, right? Okay.
1 sec, Des. Got to sort the dog out.
Yeah, no, that's it. So I will get Shell on. Shell Day, there we go. Shell Davis. Right, Shell, you should hear your phone go hopefully in a minute. On Messenger. And as I said, we will get you on and say hello. So yes, hello, Shell.
Hello.
Hello, Shell.
Hello.
How are you doing, darling?
Hello.
Right, cool. But as I said, it's obviously Sue's got somebody else for a minute, North Wales. But it's
Yes.
as you know, it's best to just have a chat and keep the energy going.
Definitely.
And then somebody may pop in for you, or you may aid somebody else getting a reading.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. While Sue is writing, I do have to ask: is your back pain gone?
Yeah, for the moment.
Okay, because there's a gentleman in the world of spirit that wants to talk about your back pain. Okay.
Right.
No, thank you. Because you don't sit properly, girl. I don't.
No.
Thank you. But the way he's speaking, sorry, I've got to say, to me, if it's not your dad, then I'll be very surprised, because he wants to call you girl, but it's just the way that because I want it to stretch. You're not stretching.
No.
Do you understand? Yeah, it's just like
Yes, I do.
When we sit down and we got to stretch our back, And then, as you know, it opens up all the chakras as well, and it's lovely. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So then, if this gentleman is with you, you'd understand that manifestations come out twice. You'd understand the month of November. So I don't know if that's when he went over or whatever, but oh no, it's happy birthday. There's a birthday in November as well.
Yes, there is.
Okay,
yes,
happy birthday. It is your father, isn't it?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay, which is fine, because he comes in with
if
the
he's
chest
saying
pain.
November, I don't think it's a father. No.
Okay, well he wants
Keep
to call
going,
you
it
my
may be.
pun. Sorry, he wants
It
to call
may
you
be.
my girl. I know that. And when he
Right.
comes in, it's his chest. It's his chest, not his heart so
Yes.
much. It's his chest. So it's
Yes.
like bronchitis and emphysema type thing.
That'd be my stepdad.
Okay, see, yeah, okay, stepfather. Sorry, sorry. That happened the other day, and Sue made with step family. It's really hard because to us they've just come
Yes.
through. Because I want to talk about my girl, and I feel like anyway. But if you can understand that his energy is like he cared for you, you know.
He was. Yeah, I called him Dad.
Yeah. So you may, as in biologically stepdad, but spiritually he's dad,
Yes.
and don't have it any other way.
No. Oh, that's
because-
what we say.
Because he's quite, I won't say strict, but he's quite short, as in not short in
Yes.
stature, what he says.
Yes.
You know, it's like, no love, end of story. It's not, it doesn't go on, it's just straight to the point, thank you. So get your back sorted, because if you don't, it's going to be on, you know, thank you. And I do have to laugh, because you laugh at people with bad backs.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not saying that she's really bad for doing that. I'm just saying, sorry to the viewers, that we all have a laugh. You know, if somebody's got,
Yes.
got bad, you know, and it's like you're laughing at people with bad backs, and you've got one yourself. So if you sort yours out, thank you. And as Sue would say, stop having all the woes on, you know, the woes of the world on your shoulders. And manifestation, it was your card. All right. So what you've been thinking, what you've been planning. Now spring is on the way. Things will start to happen.
Okay.
But you've got to physically look after yourself.
Okay.
So I don't know if you was writing anything down for this lady, Sue. Or if
I think so. Michelle, would you understand where there's something you're not seeing very clearly, my darling? Where there's a situation that, because you've got to take a step back and have another look.
Okay.
All right? It's almost as though you're too close to everything. You've got to pull yourself away from it and then have a fresh look. And listen to your damned instinct. Don't listen to what somebody filling your eardrums with. They're talking from the wrong part of their anatomy, my girl. All right?
Okie-dokie. Yes, I understand that.
Where your back's concerned, you need to do as you're told. Because the gentleman's telling me he didn't.
No, he didn't.
And you're not to do as he did, you're to do as he says. Alright?
Okay. Yes.
And you do as you're damn told and bloody listen for once.
Yeah, he would say that.
It's important because it's only going to get worse if you don't behave.
Okay. I will do. I promise.
And he's asked me to go. Yeah, alright. He's laughing at you now.
I bet he is.
He's a lovely soul.
When you said promise, he went, yeah, and started laughing. He's giving me March and February as well. Alright?
Yes. I can take
And the
February.
21st.
That would be his.
The 21st of a month. But he didn't give me the month, he just gave me the date, the 21st.
21st.
And I'm not quite sure where that is. So you might have to hold on to that one.
Yes.
Now, hang on. What was it about? Right, apart from needing some healing for that back of yours,
Yes.
do you understand where you're interested in spiritual things, including healing anyway, as for you to be doing it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Physician, heal thyself, as they say.
Yes.
All right, I'm telling her. Hang on, I heard you. Don't nag. Okay. I know you like to be heard. It's fine. Would you understand where we used to go camping when we were younger? Where we used to have a tent?
Oh my God, yes.
But the way it was given to me at first, it was tenting. Rather than say camping,
Yes.
it was we went tenting.
Yes. Yeah.
And I can smell cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a cigarette for half an hour, so it's not mine.
You'll smell
somebody's-
it very strongly.
Yeah, somebody's just put a packet of Woodbine on the table, actually, my
Oh
girl.
my God. Yeah.
All right. I haven't seen Woodbine around for a long time. I don't know if they still are. But
No, I don't
somebody's
think
just
they
put
are.
a packet on the table. All right, I heard you. Thank you. Mention who? Richard. I have to mention Richard.
Yes. Well, this will be my granddad you're speaking to.
Right, okay. Now then, who else did you ask me to mention? Tell me again.
Richard was his son.
Don't believe in this rubbish, you know. He don't believe in this rubbish. It's a load of old codswallop. And he would have
doesn't
told
believe
you
in
that
what,
if he was
sorry?
here. When he was here, he would have told you this was a load of codswallop. You can't talk to dead
Yes,
people.
he would. Yeah, he would have.
When you're dead, you put in a box and you're either burnt or buried, and that's it.
Yes.
And he would have
that's
been
exactly what he
adamant
said.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he says he's not going to admit to being wrong because he doesn't like being wrong. He's just learning, all right?
Okay.
He was the kind of man, my girl, if he thought the moon was made of green cheese, unless you took him to the moon and shown him different, the moon was made of green cheese.
Yep. Yes, very much so.
What he says goes. All right, I'm telling
Oh, yes.
you. Thank you. Would you understand a pocket watch he's waving at me?
Yes.
Right, now he's waving at it for a reason, so why are you waving at me, darling? Come on. Right, this month. All right. Hang on. I've got to jot it down because it's coming in both ears and I've got to... Right. Timing's important this month, my girl, for you.
Okay.
Especially if you've got paperwork to fill in.
Yes.
And he seems to think there's application forms for something to be filled in. All right?
Yes, lots.
Right, let's get it done and not put off. You know that
Okay.
old saying, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
You can do today. Yes.
You've got to get on with it and get it sorted, otherwise it'll never get done.
Yep.
All right, I've told her. Yes, thank you. All right. He's laughing. He's chuckling away. Yeah.
Bless
He's
him.
making me laugh because, dear of him, he said, I'm to tell you he's no angel, you know. He ain't got a set of wings or a halo.
No, I don't
He said,
think he
neither
would.
has she. He went, neither has she, you know. He said, neither has she.
No, I'm
All
not.
right, I'm telling you. Hang on. But he sends his love, my darling, and he's keeping his eye on
thank you.
everybody. And he said
Thank you
things
very
will
much.
work out. All right?
Oh, thank
It's
you
just
very
a matter
much.
of timing at the minute and a bit of patience, which he said is
Yes.
not your strong point.
No, it's not.
He's laughing again
Thank
now.
you very
'cause
much.
You have to do as you're told. You're welcome, my love. Take
Thank
care
you.
and take his love.
I will do. Thank you very much.
Well,
You're
thank you
welcome.
there, Shell, for
Thank you.
joining us. Yeah, I mean, your stepdad's wonderful and your granddad as well. You just got to,
Yep.
as Sue said, you've got to be more like them.
Yes. I can take that a lot.
Yes, because they've all got lovely energies, but they don't take no crap.
No, they don't. Ain't that the
So
truth?
you just got to take that on as well. But yeah, hopefully, as I said, get your back fixed.
I will do.
Because obviously, yeah, because as we know, it's like back knees. Once those type of
Yes.
things go, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, the joys of old age.
I know. So we're getting there, but we're all the same, aren't we? It's just like
Yes.
one vaccine, and that's knocked me on my floor, on my backside for 2 days. So it's like we brilliant. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and I know that
Thank
you're
you very
listening. So
much.
keep listening, because if they got anything else to say, they will, as you know.
Thank you.
But yeah, take their love, and we'll talk to you very shortly. No worries.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Well, thank you,
Bye,
Michelle,
lovely.
and obviously thank you for me&sue for making the link. But I had exactly the same issue the other day, Sue, with birth parents and step parents.
Yeah.
Because obviously, to me and you, to me they come through as their parent, and they're like, oh
Yeah,
no,
they
step.
do.
Yeah, and they're like, no, step, and I'm like, no, father, and they're like, no, stepdad. But to us, and it's really nice for the loved ones to come back and obviously say that that they were loved as their father or mum, which was brilliant. So once again, sorry we had that Linda Cannon. I have blocked her now, so we shouldn't get her on offering accurate readings. But if you do want one, we can't promise accurate, but we can promise a reading. Just give us a shout. Evening, Paul.
Des, can I just speak to you a minute?
Of course you can.
You're not going through a change with your helpers, are you, on a healing link?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Are you aware of a Shaolin priest?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Years, Dunkins, but he's coming back now, and he was.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just smiling because he was the one that was probably with me this afternoon, where we was talking about the
Right.
Bible and how
Right.
we've got to keep the old belief systems up because they're being
Right. Well,
forgotten about.
He's definitely Shaolin. All right. And my goodness, is he strong?
Yeah, well,
He is really strong.
Sorry, you know me better than anybody, so you've got to be strong with me to get anything done.
Yeah. Believe me, you're in for it. Definitely.
See,
He's not going to let you get away with anything.
well, I know. Well, this is it. I mean, anime will love you to.
That as well.
Yeah, well, we just had
Anime might love me even more because the fags have to go.
Yes. You know about
Yes.
that, Sue. You know about
yes.
that. You know about
It's just been shouted at me.
my bad smoking habit has to stop. It's like,
Yeah, they've got to go. Especially if he wants to work with you, because he's not having it.
okay, which is fair dues. Because I mean he's got a lot to. Yeah, no, yes, because at night, Sue. I mean, to the listeners, I spent the last couple of nights going through the Eastern philosophies. Now I'm going through the Quakers. So bizarrely enough, I'm being pushed towards those type of old philosophies that are being lost, that are being forgotten about, and this is why I said earlier on before you got here. To me, this is better than Christmas Day. On a spiritual level, because as we all know, Christmas Day is different because it's to do with the pagans. So there's loads of rituals and the Romans all in one, and they just said, "Oh, Christmas Day." But no, thank you for bringing that for bringing him forward. So yes,
Very strong.
so to our brilliant listeners and watchers, keep watching because it's going to get better because you may have heard me. I think this time last year I was going to go March. It's going to go because I thought March the virus was going to go bizarre, blow up. But no, everything's happening this month, Sue. There's lots of things, so I'm not surprised that he's coming in. Hello, Karen. I love how to react to things that are going on. Yeah, Claude said, I love how spirits react to things that are going on. Okay, cool. Would love one. So, yeah, okay, Michelle. I think we said hello for you before, but please, if you want to come on, I don't think Michelle, lovely. Yes, I reported. Right, Michelle. As I said, we don't know if there is anything, but we shall try. After my Shining Monk has come in. Yeah, he was around when I used to do the churches a lot. But now, yeah, obviously now we've had that span away. Now he's come back again. He's like, right, I have to push you. Is it?
I really don't understand. I'm useless when it comes to astrology and the moon and stuff like that. But when would there be 2 moons in 1 month?
Maybe anybody who's listening or watching, 2 moons in 1 month.
It's weird. Weird.
2 moons in 1 month.
To me, it's weird.
But there is one,
Because
isn't it?
that's what you have to watch for. You have to
Okay.
watch for the 2 moons.
Okay, so if somebody's got time just to quickly, just Google it. But there is normally a month with moon at the beginning, isn't it, and just at the end.
Well, that'll be very significant for you,
Okay, brilliant.
as in a leap forward.
So we should.
Okay.
We had 2 moons in 1 month last year too. Yeah, Claude. So I do think it's every year, but there's just the 1 month, isn't it? So hopefully this month. Okay, April.
Is it this month? Well, this is a significant time for you then.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay, thank you. All right.
It means nothing to me at all.
Well, I know it's well. Okay. Well, now Sue's brought this up, or my Charlie monk has, just to give Sue some, so she's not going crazy. But no, this month I've somehow put, and this is how spirit work, to my lovely and this is what we call about manifestation. So you send up your thoughts,
Yeah.
and obviously I've got family in Australia, and I've been thinking, right, when we go over, we've got to do a gig, so I've got to get myself a type of an agent, so when we go over there we can earn some money, etc. And then lo and behold, I got this lovely lady from Australia that's approached me about doing some work with her, and I was like, okay, this is a bit weird. We'll go with this, and obviously they're into. Then from that link was another link to do with some girls that are paranormal investigators, and
Right.
they want me to live stream their show from Australia. And they're also having that show recorded and stuff like this. But my base, or not fan base, not in any way, shape or form, but my links now are more over there now. So, and it's all this last 2 weeks. It's been crazy, trying to understand the time differences of when they phone up and stuff.
Opening the pack.
Exactly. So hopefully, on that note, I will get Kat, because she always said our medium friend has actually said obviously she would love to come on the show, and that's why we linked up. So hopefully in the future we'll be able to introduce you, and then
Good.
you'll be able to go. Yes. So April, the 2 moons in April. Thank you, Georgia. It's the 12th and. It's the 12th and the first full moon of the lunar year. Okay, cool. So, group is. So yes, so it is getting interesting, and it is all going in. So so Anne May's walking in now, and I've got to tell her that Sue's just told me I've got to quit my cigarettes. This is it. Anne May's like, that's why you got a puffer. Just use it. It's like cool. Yes. And I understand why. Yeah. Okay. Then no, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I can hear him now, and I will talk to my Sherlin guide later on when we go for a walk. It's cool. All right. So, so sorry about that, lovely ladies and gents that are watching. I did get a bit sidetracked. So Michelle, that's who we was trying to get hold of. One moment. So Michelle, beware, we will phone you. Michelle. So yes, but because obviously we do a circle with Leanne Sue on a Thursday. We was talking about guides then, because the people that we're working with, Claude and Georgie, we got the work with their guides, and they're working well.
Good.
So So, Michelle, I've just sent you a thumbs up. So if you can call, yeah. So if you can just go to your messenger, and then we can get you on. And see. So, okay then. Thank you. All right. Because when I'm talking about you, Michelle, and I go, Michelle, I'm here. Yeah, I know that you're there, Michelle, but you've got to go into your messenger because you're unreachable. Because as we're talking about Michelle, my right arm has been I got a shooting pain down my right arm. So hopefully that will link in with you, Michelle. Oh dear. So sorry, the penny is just now dropped about the shaman link, because in the Eastern philosophies you can go back obviously before Judaism and Hinduism, and then you go back to the monks of that age, and then they had another religion.
Very old.
Yeah, and that religion was taken forward, and most religions are based on that one. And anime was going, it's because that was just like, just be nice to each other. You know, it's just be nice to each other. We'll all get on. So Michelle
Very
was
clever people.
yeah. So Michelle, if you can, I know that you're there, but we just need to get you on here, and then we can get you on and see how your elbow is, which would be brilliant if we can. I know, thank you. And as I said, we did have a couple of callers for the North Wales, but it was I just looked at it as spam. Okay, yes. So Claude is helping you, Michelle. Coming on, ask and given. Thank you ever so much. Yes, and then Kelly's talking about obviously the law of attraction and the law of intention, which is very good because we did the laws of the university the other day. But it's very true. You have to throw out that intent. Because it was ages. It was like, I don't know if you've gone through this, Sue, but it was like one of those stories. Was when I was obviously getting involved and quite young, and I was like, and they just told me to, like I was like, why when you're being brought on and you've been told to write everything down, you're like keep a diary and you got to write everything down, and they just looked at me, and was like, "Well, then we can see what you want us to do." It's as simple as that. You write it down, we can see. I was like, "Okay." It's like, because obviously, we think, we send up a thought. Of course, they can answer it, but they do like us to write things down. So Michelle, there we go, Michelle. Thank you for that. Hi, Michelle. Hiya.
Hello.
Thank you ever so much. Sorry about it's just one of those systems. You just got to come out of the Facebook page, obviously, and then join us, and then you can go back. But thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
We can just about hear you, which is fine. But as I said, thank you for joining us. We can only see if there's any. I mean, there's always loved ones up there, but are they coming forward? I know. Thank you. Well, there is. Sorry, because the divine guidance card again. I know. Right before, because I know Sue may. Could you understand the elbow, the right elbow?
I'm not sure on that one yet.
Okay, that's all right. Okay then. Right. Thank you.
Maybe my daughter, I believe as she was getting out of my car, I noticed she has like a cut or a scrape or something on her right elbow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it's like the funny bone things. So I'm shaking it now and it's fine. It's just like you jabbed it on the funny bone. Thank you. Thank you. Right. I know. Thank you. Right, Sue. Have you or before?
No, I'm dead at the minute.
Okay.
Well, I'm not dead, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, that's right, because I know that you was linking in with my powerful guy. Okay.
It's just like the air links have gone.
No, that's all right, Misha, because I do want to talk about June with you. It's like June. June's a big month. And it's like the
June.
6th, so I don't know if it's the 6th of June or the 6th June. But I would say it's the 6th of June. Do you understand that?
No, not right offhand.
Okay, then, thank you. I know. I know, thank you. Alright. Thank you. Okay. No, because I was just asking the gentleman that came back with the elbow to come back again. Thank you. If he must, okay. Yes, I must. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Sorry. When I'm linking in, it's all around my head. So as I said, I don't know if this is gentleman, and if not, please keep listening to obviously and anybody else, because it could be a link obviously for someone else that is listening, and Michelle's just helping me bring him in. Okay, thank you. But okay, thank you. I've got a gentleman that would have passed with a car crash, because it's like his side of his face is different, and it's like
my father committed suicide.
okay,
He shot
thank you.
himself in the face.
All right, thank you. Okay, because thank you. Because his exact words was thank you. His exact words was, I don't want her to see my face. All right. Thank you.
They didn't
All right.
allow us to see him.
Okay, thank you. Oh dear me, sir. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Because when I do link into him, I'm really confused. And this was him before he passed. It's like I'm really confused, and it's just like, oh, for crying out loud. Oh no, thank you. I know that. All right. Okay, thank you. Okay, I know that this gentleman obviously understands now that he made the wrong decision. Okay, but thank you for telling me that he that he took himself over. Okay, thank you. Right, I understand now. No, sorry, I'm smiling now, because before, when he heard your voice, it was really hurtful for him, because obviously he understands, obviously what he'd left, if you understand. So
yes.
this little reading is more for him than it is for you, if you can understand.
I understand. Yeah, he was an addict.
Yeah. So for him, it's in this is why I love that I always say me and Sue work for spirit, because sometimes everybody wants a reading, but sometimes they just want to come through and explain that they're getting the healing, and they're understanding where they went wrong in their actions. How that altered everything, because that one man's actions altered, well, your life, well, his family's life,
yes.
from growing up. Thank you. All right, thank you. I know, thank you. Oh God, no, because now he's telling me obviously that you had. If you got a brother, because he wants to talk about another member, and it's just like how you had to. Well, how you had to go without a lot of the times.
We did. My mom struggled, and one of my brothers, we were actually without him because he was adopted out. We didn't find him till many years later, and that was his child, not my mother's.
Okay, but it's this going without. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's right. Thank you. I know. All right. Thank you. Oh, I understand. Right, thank you. And this is why. Sorry, when you was trying to get on, that it all makes sense there. When you was trying to get on the show, me and Sue and I was talking about writing things down, and that's how they find out your wishes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you have to start doing.
Okay.
Okay, because thank you, because his big thing is obviously. Now he basically he can help you more on the other side than he ever could here.
That's good to hear.
Okay, because
Okay.
when he was on this side, I'm frustrated and I don't know. And to me, I got myself in too deep. I just got into something that I didn't know the outcome, which was blind. Just got into something blind, and it's like, oh, so frustrating. But now on the other side, send up some thoughts, start writing some things down,
Okay.
and they can help you with that.
Okay.
Because as he said, that's the least he can do now. Okay. All right.
Thank you for that.
Okay. And it is a thing about. I don't know who on this side of life would be interested in that he came through, but if I think there's just one person that may be interested, just say hello.
Okay.
Because as I say,
Okay.
I don't think that all the family don't want to know. Thank you. And I know, thank you. And you do look good in red.
I look good in red. Thank you.
Okay.
I just wore red yesterday, actually.
Thank you. I know. See, he's never far behind. But now we've had this conversation, he will come closer. All right.
Good.
Because before he didn't know how to be reacted and and that's why he came through as he did to me as an anonymous. But thank you for owning him, because he's a lovely chap, and once again, we'll talk more on different shows why souls on this side of life tend to go that way. Because I'm a great believer. We before we come onto this plane, we decide how we're going to go.
Yeah.
And it was just his life that you had to share with him. Obviously, that he chose to take his own.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for being part of that life. Because it wouldn't be, everything goes, everything links together for a reason, I believe. So with you not being in his life then, it would have been different, but it had to be as it was.
It taught me a lot.
Thank you. But, well, hopefully you can go on and hopefully buy more red stuff. All right?
I know. It's funny, too, that you mentioned that, and that's why I giggled. I did wear red yesterday, but I have always said I don't like red my entire life, that I don't think I look right in it. So for him to say that is definitely a validation.
Yeah, it's red because it lightens you up. Black, that's depressive.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, get rid of the black, get onto the red. Let's get past this.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
Yes.
I understand. Right, thank you. His passing had nothing to do with you. Do you understand?
I do. He was battling.
You couldn't
his
have
own
done anything. You couldn't have, and this is why I had to talk about people choosing how they pass over. All right. So you couldn't have done anything in your life to change the outcome of his, of his life. And please don't go through your life thinking that you could. Yeah?
Yes.
Because let's not beat yourself up about something that you could never ever change.
Yeah.
All right. I saw it was a bit deep and meaningful this evening on a Sunday. But as I said, hopefully that does mean a lot to you, and hopefully now you can move forward a bit.
It means a lot to me. For 34 years, I've questioned it.
Yeah. But once again,
Thank
it
you.
was nothing to do with you. But when you're growing up, when you're in that situation, it's hard not to think it's to do with you.
Right.
Because you're there, and it's like, what can I do to make it better? What can I do? And we can never do anything, because that person should be saying exactly the same. What can I do to make it better for my family? But they're in
Right.
that situation, taking drugs, or in a situation that they can't control.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. But he's always got your back.
I'm glad.
That's it.
I hope my mother's with him.
I'm not going to say yes because I can't prove that.
Yeah.
I can only say that he's here himself tonight.
Good.
And obviously you've listened to the show and you watch it, so you never know. There may be another time, now that he's come through, said his bit. The next time, you never know.
Yeah, that was
You know,
just what
I'm
she
not
wanted.
gonna.
Was to be
Me and Sue, we
again,
can never
so.
promise when people are going to come back, or if they're ever going to come back and communicate. You know, we can only try. So now he's come through.
Absolutely.
You know, now he's done his bit. He's cleared. He can step back now. So all your other loved ones that you may want to speak to will be able to come in now.
Okay. Good.
Well, anyway, thank you for that. Thank you, Michelle, for coming in. So I'm just
You're
surprised
welcome.
where that one went. But that's what I love about spirit readings and linking in with yourself, you know, with people like yourself, Michelle. Because as me and Sue always say, we do this show and there's no lines, there's no script. Spirit do the script, and you know, and it's my and Sue's job to work for them. And if you get a reading, fine. But he's going to go home a lot happier now.
Yeah. And I think that was a long time coming.
It was, and whoever found him, he you know, once again, he didn't want to be found, but obviously somebody has to find them. But that's a story for another day.
Thank you.
Right. Well, I will send his. I can. Okay. Thank you. All right. I can send his love because he's got a lot to give you. I know. Thank you. All right. It sounds strange, but when you're in bed, if you ever feel somebody kiss you on your cheek, then send up a thought.
Okay.
Okay. Do you lie on your left hand side?
I do.
Yeah. So be on the right. Because
Okay.
he never used to put you to bed. He missed all of that. To me,
Yeah.
and that's what he does now. He kisses you before you go to bed.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
Yes, and if it ever gets wet, don't blame the dog for licking you, right? It's like,
Okay.
yes, the dog's licked me. You know, father's kissed you, right?
Okay. Thank you.
There, bye for now. Cool. Well, thank you for Michelle for coming on, and thank you for our Father of the World for coming on. And hopefully everybody was still with us with that one. It didn't send anybody off. So I do have to, because I love working for Spirit, and I do thank them for coming in that way. It is. So Sue's smiling, so I know that Megan's like,
It was needed.
this is it. And Sue's like, was I going to just see Megan going, Des was trying to do. I was helping him out. It's like, but then that that once again proves for anybody clairvoyant or mediums that are watching and do want to get involved, to me that was a brilliant one of not how spirits choose their mediums, but they do, because he wasn't going to come to Sue for some unknown reason. Because Sue was like, I would love to speak to you, Michelle, but Megan's not got anybody, and then I was here in aches and pains. So yeah, so I do have to smile in that way that I know, thank you. So my dear friends is just saying, yeah, Des, you would have said it. You said it a bit more gentler than Sue. That's it.
Probably.
Because he was like, well, I've got this man upstairs. He was no, but once again, that's why I always love to say, see as many clairvoyants as you can, because we all work differently, bring through different people, different things.
Yeah,
that's why we do this work. Carol, do you want to come on? I won't say quickly, but we'll be here until past, because Derek White Sky Cloud, I sent him a message, be on, because he wanted to come past till 9. That's his slot. But he's going out today because it's Easter Sunday, isn't it? So he's like, I get out for lunch, Des. I can't come today. But that's not a problem. But Carol, if you want to come on, because I've seen your message and Sue hasn't, and once again, we cannot promise anything, and we're not trying to. But even if you just want to come on and say hello, that would be wonderful. Because you've seen me and Sue, you've watched me and Sue and Lee, and hopefully, obviously, Lee will be back next week. Not a problem there. So, where are you, Carol? But so these two moons, this is going to be, hopefully, my dear friend in the world of spirits not saying I've got 2 weeks to give up the bloody smoke. But then at £17 a pouch now, it is getting to that stage.
I don't pay that much. I don't pay that much.
Well, you live beside a port.
Well, almost, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Right, sorry, Carol. I am trying to find your name. You're in the big list of. There we go, Carol. In your big list of names here. I've been through three times. There we go, Carol. Cool. So yes, so fingers crossed, Carol. We will get you on. As I say, Sue hasn't seen anything, but we cannot promise anything. Hello, Joy, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. You're unreachable, so yeah, you just need to come out again. Come out of this page a minute, and I'll give you a shout. Which will be lovely. So yes, so hopefully we'll have some more more connections in Australia and heading out that way. Here we go. Andrea has a quick question for you, Sue, but thank you for throwing it up, Andrea. I will hear back from a lawyer. Okay. Okay. It's a right. Okay, Andrea. I think you mean more than that. Because word for word was it, will I hear back from a lawyer I sent some important information to, please?
Yes,
my logical head pun?
I said yes, but she's got to be patient. It won't be any time soon.
Cool. As in you've heard it, yeah. I mean, my logical head was like, hopefully the solicitor will just get back to you anyway and just say,
It is soon soon. It's not soon. It's not going to be this week coming. It's not months and months away, but she will hear back. But there's more paperwork to be sorted out, if that makes sense to her.
Andrew, if you can understand
that. Got to make sure we've got everything in writing.
So there's more information that needs to be shared, it seemed.
Yeah. We've got to make sure we've got everything in writing.
Cool. So, all right.
Don't fire the gun until you've got the bullets.
Okay.
Don't give evidence away. Don't give information away until you've 100% got the bullets. Don't let somebody else defend themselves against bullets you're not yet firing, if that makes sense.
Yes, she does. Understand that. Andrea, as you said, I was about to say, because Sue's linking in now, will give you a phone. So if you do want to come on, obviously now that Sue's got a link for you, if you come off, obviously the page, and we'll get Carol on in a minute, but you're just unreachable.
What's this lady called again?
Andrea. So
Andrea.
Sooner you get off the actual VMix social or the Facebook, and you can come on. And Andrea, I will stand back with this one, so you're not going to get anything from me. That's cool. We'll just get you on. Come on, Andrea. Here we no. I'm a blonde. So Andrea, you just got to come out of your Facebook, the page that you're watching us from. Just close that, and then we will be able to reach you. And it's like that.
Before my dog.
I know Meg's doing a very good job about keeping somebody back. Okay. It's a bow. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Yeah. If you just do it, we know she was on the group. If you just say what you have to say, Sue, a minute, and she'll just do it by
Right, okay, hang on.
Because you can understand everything that you've said so
Right.
far, yes.
She's got to be very, very careful who she's talking to, not to let information get back to somebody else that needn't go back. Very careful. Keep things close to her chest, but make sure she's got all her ammunition and all her bullets before she fires the gun. Because the flag's in her court. In other words, she will win.
Cool. So
But
if you
she's
can understand...
got to do it right. Got to play the game and do it right. And tell the truth. Because somebody else isn't. And when you tell lies, you've got to have a very good memory. And somebody hasn't got a very good memory. Let's put it that way.
Sobo, hopefully that's... so yes, so somebody hasn't got a very good memory, so you have. So yes, so it's a case of just figure out where the lies have been said, because obviously there'll be no proof of that at all, and that's what we like about lies, is that there's no proof behind them. So hopefully, and yes, Stace, thank you for coming on. So what we'll do is we'll try to get Carol again, but sorry, Dave, you have to come off the thing again. Anyway, if we can get you on before the end, that will be fine. If not, do not worry. There's obviously next week. But yeah, Andrea, sorry about that, because this is the lady. She's joined us a couple of times on the Thursday circle. Yeah, and that's what confused me. I'm sorry, because she goes through Bo as well. So it's cool. So once again, all right, okay. We're going. Yep. Sorry. So if Sue lets the dog out, and yes, you can do the old who let the dog out trick as well. So yeah, as I said, Carol, we are trying to get hold of you, but you're not coming off the page. So we're going to have to say no to that one. I'm sorry about that. It's like that money game on Pirate FM on local radios, isn't it? 5 rings, and you get, if you're answering 5 rings, you don't get your money. Rebecca, yes, we can give you a card. So I will try Carol in a minute, but Rebecca, not a problem with that. So okay, thank you. Right, Carol. Sue's back a minute. See, and hopefully everybody saw my Happy Easter. I did try today. I put Easter eggs up. Happy Easter. Made it a bit Eastery. Stacey. Thank you for asking me for a card. But I only say that. Have you got time to come on and say hello? And then I can give you a card there. But for Rebecca Russell, once again, it's intention with yourself. Healing. So you need to, thank you. Focus on yourself a bit. It's the intention, but you've got to spin it around. So yes, so intention, but the healing side of it. For you, so concentrate on yourself, because you haven't got the power. You need power. You need energy. So you need to do some work on yourself, which would be lovely. So if you work on yourself, then you will have the power. Not saying somebody's taking your power. Cool. All right then. Sorry about that, Stacey. Yeah, so your phone's not working, but anytime you can come on. Okay, and Andrew was just saying, Sue, okay, thank you. Only told the lawyer. Hug Sue, my gratitude. So it's cool. So she understands that. Okay, right. It's coming up to quarter past. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a lovely friend on a minute. She's been on before, Lisa. we'll just say hello to you to run it up till past. And Nikki, your card would be celebrations. Okay, so there's a celebration going on around you at the minute, or will be. Thank you. So enjoy it, and watch for the signs from spirit. Okay, again. So
Did you want me, Des?
they're trying to get hold of you. Hello, Lisa, love.
Did you want me?
Yeah, well, just as I say, we've got about 10 minutes type of thing, and then you said, "Oh, I'll come on," and I knew that obviously we spoken to you before, so you would be easier to come on, because obviously I tried to get our couple on this evening and it didn't work out. So I saw your name there. You've been on before, so even if we say Happy Easter to each other and a hello, how you doing?
To you, Happy Easter to you and everyone watching and listening.
This is it, and then if obviously somebody does, then somebody does come through. If not, do not worry, because you're always there, and you know that you're never alone. Okay, thank you. All right,
Lisa, can you hear me? All right.
Yes, Sue, I can. Lovely.
Do you use the tarot cards?
I don't use them, but I follow them. If that makes sense.
Right.
Like more as in like astrology tarot.
Right, okay. Well, right, okay. The Hangman in tarot, everybody thinks it's bad, but it's not. It's endings and beginnings, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
And that's what they've just shown me in front of me for you. So
That
it's like they're ending a cycle and getting ready for a new one for you.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very spiritual cycle. Very spiritual.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
why I wanted to say surprisingly so, I don't know. I don't know if you're surprised or people around you will be. But it's like surprisingly, it's going to be very spiritual.
Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot about myself.
At the same time, you've got to believe in yourself a bit more, my girl.
Yeah.
That is important. I know there's been a lot of changes, and you're getting more back to you than you were before, so I'm told. But you've still got a couple of steps to go yet. There's still a couple of steps to go. I'm trying not to swear because somebody behind me is swearing like a trooper. Oh, dearie me. All right, I'll put it this way. Leopards don't change their spots, do they?
I know he's talking to you.
Right. Once a leopard, always a leopard. But it wasn't the word leopard that was used. It began with A and ended in O.
I know exactly who's talking to you.
I'm glad you know, because they're insisting on it. Just remember that. They don't change, my girl. Right. Well, they don't change, all right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Hang on, I'm listening. Oh, he likes to be heard, that's definite. I think he likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
I've got to remind you, he's the good-looking one. And I'm saying it tongue-in-cheek because he knows darn well I can't see him. All right?
Okay.
He could be lying through his teeth, my girl, for all I know, because I really can't see him. I'm telling her, hang on.
He could pass it at some point, yeah.
He's laughing, he's chuckling. I would have said he was a proper charmer, if that makes sense. His words and his tongue would have got him out of trouble any day.
He was the gentleman that would always have the chat at the checkout with whoever was serving.
I can believe it. I would imagine it'd get him into trouble, but it'd get him out of it as well, without a shadow of a doubt. So why are you showing me that? What's that got to do with anything? All right, thank you. Would you understand why he's dangling a pair of shoelaces at me? What a shoelaces got to do with it? All I can see is this pair of shoelaces being dangled in front of my face. And it's like, what on earth?
I don't understand.
No, me, I haven't got anything to go with it either.
He never
Just
used.
shoot
He used to like his boots, Cuban boots with a zip, but not really shoelaces, but not enough nothing to mean any of importance. Not at the moment that I can think of.
I don't understand. He's still showing me these shoelaces. Who is it around you that goes around with the shoelaces undone? Do they want to break the neck?
Oh, I can't think, obvious. The one I would
Right.
have said barely wears them
When
anymore.
you've got a minute, have a look around you. And I think it's a
will.
male rather than a female. All right? But we need to be looking at somebody's shoelaces because it's like they're tied, but they're not tied enough to stay tied, if that makes sense. So they're always undone.
Okay.
We don't want them
I'll
falling
look out.
over. Man, you really want... Oh, right, okay. I have to say exactly what I'm told. And there's some people who wouldn't really care if they fell over and... Well, there's some people in the world that might deserve it, and there's others that don't. Can I put it that way?
Yeah.
And the people around you, he's saying, particular people around you don't deserve to be falling over and hurting themselves, where the other ones can carry on and do it if they want to.
Yeah.
And I think
that makes
sense.
Yeah. Little empathy there, I think.
And happy birthday. There's a birthday coming up, isn't there? Should be a birthday towards the end of the month. Just give me a birthday cake.
They've just gone. Important birthdays have just gone.
Well, that's my fault then, because he just gave me a birthday cake and he said say happy birthday, but he went end of the month, so I assumed it was end of this month. Alright, I'm telling her, hang on. Thank you. There's a little boy in spirit as well, my girl. He's only young.
Yeah.
Oh, he's full of it. Cheeky little thing he is. Absolutely full of it. If you find things moved at home, you know who to blame. Yeah, well, you know who to blame if he moves things at home. Alright? But he's full of life, buzzing. Take his love, my darling. Take all their love. Alright? But listen.
Thank you.
Listen to what comes through for you. And remember, new beginnings.
Yes.
End of.
Yes, you said a couple of important things there. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome, sweetheart.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you for coming on, Lisa. See, surprised, but you was as surprised as we were.
Yeah, I know.
But it's been one of those lovely nights where, where some people wanted to get on, but obviously it wasn't their night, and the people that didn't want to come on, you were surprised, and obviously that was the way it was this evening, which is brilliant. And obviously, if you had a birthday about 4 or 5 days ago, then obviously they coming in to say happy birthday.
Yeah,
can I just come back a minute? Sorry, Des. Lisa, you don't know anything about a custody battle, do you?
Possibly. Oh. Hello?
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, possibly.
Wherever that's concerned, we're not to worry. We have to grit our teeth and stick to our guns. Alright?
Okay. I trust in the goodwill. I trust in good.
For some reason, it's important. We've got to stick to our guns. Stick to your battle, my girl. It'll be good. It'll be okay. Alright?
Okay, thank you.
I told her. Thank you.
And they say sticks and stones can break your bones, but names will never hurt you.
Yes. Very true.
Because I do think as soon as Sue said that, it's like, okay, there's going to be a bit of mudslinging, but that's why, your loved ones tonight, it's like, no, just grit it, go through it, do it properly.
Yeah.
I've got an important week this week, so I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that they were there, so thank Thank you, guys.
Thank you ever so much, and obviously
Good
keep
night.
watching next
and I'll
week
carry on
'cause
watching.
you never know. That's it.
Take that sense, my darling.
Well, that was thank you for Lisa, because once again that she just put it. Oh, I'll come on, and I was like, brilliant. So obviously the way Spirit work are wonderful, because obviously she's got a very important week.
She needed it.
That's it, exactly right. And then Michelle as well, thought she would come on and speak to somebody else, but spoken to her father, which she needed after 30 odd years, which is brilliant. Well, it brings us nicely up to 25 past. We will obviously, we're going to knock it on the head at past, unless Sue's got anybody, but I know that she's haven't, because she's chilled.
No, I
she's
haven't
chilled
done
now.
it.
I know. Yeah, I can always tell if you're still writing at this point, then I know. That's it. If you like.
I'm ready for a cup of coffee and a cigarette.
Yes, Sue's going to go for that. So, we all after tonight. But thank you everybody for joining us. It's been a wonderful night in once again a different spiritual way, because they do, I used to laugh when parents used to go, they work in weird and mysterious ways, Des, and it's not until you get to our age you understand how mysterious and how weird. But but thank you, and obviously the people that didn't get on, Michelle, don't worry about it, because hopefully we can still get next time, and Carol as well. We do apologise, but I do know that obviously Carol, we can get you next time, not a problem, from overseas. Just to remind you, obviously, just to remind you that obviously this week Claude will open the group. First thing, if you're in the World Beyond group, please, you need to go up to the, obviously keep saying, but up to the top of the screen on the right hand side there's 3 buttons. You need to click those, because then you can have all the notifications from the group. If not, you just get the ones that Facebook think that you like. So you will miss out on stuff. So if you can do that, that would be brilliant, because then you'll know then that Claude opens the group up on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Saturday. And it's for like-minded people with the group. Stacey and a couple of other people, Charlie and all that. It'd be great to see you there, because there's 6-7 of us that get together. Lee pops on, myself sometimes, but you just go and have a chat. And there's people there with different ideas, different views, and they just have a laugh. And have a chat, and if they can help you, then they can. If not, but it's just a lovely, safe place to go, and that's what we're trying to do. It's the big safeness. Whatever you say will not go out, because I know that the girls in there, and I do trust them, and there's not an ifs and buts, so we're all going to go over Facebook and all that rubbish. You are safe when you're in there, because it wouldn't work any other way. So if you can do that, that would be lovely. I will be back on Tuesday, and if I'm not going to talk about resurrection, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. Easter, I got my whole half an hour, 45 minutes to talk about bloody resurrection. So we may be doing that, and if not, as I said, if there is any budding clairvoyants, mediums out there that are aware, we do obviously have a closed circle on a Friday, but you're willing to join. We're at that stage now where we are working with Spirit, we are calling loved ones in, so if you believe that you're at that stage or very close to it, you're welcome to join. Just PM me or PM the World Beyond group, and then we can give you a link to join us then. But until then, have a lovely weekend, or week, because it's bank holiday for most people. So everybody will have a lovely day tomorrow, hopefully. And it's only up now to wish Sue a lovely evening and thank her for coming on and making the evening, as she does, so wonderful. Well,
and you, Des, thank you.
Sorry. I just got my hand smacked again, and I would like to thank your guides for working with you tonight. Yeah, sorry, I was like, yeah. It was. Sorry. It's like, not bloody see it there. So thank you, Megan, and thank you, Michael, for joining us. Yeah, this is it. Because because you work wonderful with Sue, and and you do wonderful work as a team. So on that note, I will love you and leave you all, and see you next Sunday, hopefully with Lee back in the chair as well, and we'll see Sue and Derek, and fingers crossed we'll be able to do the same.
Good night, everybody. Night, Des.
Night for now.